Hey, this is Jim. Welcome back to Silent Sales Machine Radio. Today's guest is Mr. Jimmy Smith. He recently launched a training program in our community where we fly to your house. We actually put a team on an airplane. We fly to the town where you live. Now, they stay in a hotel. You don't have to put them up in your spare bedroom or anything, but we actually come to your town and we step you through setting up a successful Amazon business. We're so confident in this process that we'll come meet you in person, shake your hand, have a meal with you, go shopping with you, help you pack up your first few boxes, and teach you how to find more inventory than you know what to do with. That's right. Our average student so far, we've had 10 students go through this program, and Jimmy's going to give us an update here in just a minute. But our average student is able to then go on and find dozens and dozens or more great products thanks to this individual one-on-one training. So if you want to hear more details on that, stick around. That's what we're going to do on today's podcast episode. Now, if you just want the course, you can always just check that out as well. We'll have that link for you at silentjim.com/podcast. So there's a link, there's one-on-one training. And as always, if you're not sure where to even start, or if you just want someone to hand hold you through the process of getting started up in general and figuring out which opportunities are best for you, you can always call our coaching team anytime. JimCochranCoaching.com has those details. But for those of you who want to talk about our replan training, which is what we're going to talk about today, provenreplantraining.com is the website. And Jimmy's going to give us an update in just a moment on our first 10 students who have gone through that program. Some very specific details. And these are people from our community who had never sold on Amazon before, who said, we want you to come to our hometown, walk us through the process, go shopping with us. There's no barcode scanning going on. We don't scan barcodes. We'll talk about that today too. And we teach you how to find more inventory than you can possibly ship. You're going to need a team to manage this process. So far, we're 10 for 10. So let's get Jimmy on the line and get an update from him. And the episode where we last had him on the show will be in the show notes because I don't have it in memory right now. But we'll stick out in the show notes so you can hear just a couple months ago when we launched this program, the concept. And today, you get an update. All right, enjoy. Mr. Jimmy Smith, welcome back to Silent Sales Machine Radio. Good to have you back again, man.
Hey, Jim. Thanks for having me here. I'm excited.
Yeah, lots of good things happening for sure. I was just bragging about you, but let's hear it straight from you, man. What's been going on? This program that you and your wife, Brittany, have launched, man, it's taken off.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The Proven Replan training program has just it's gone a lot faster than I expected, but it's been really good. We've completed 10 since we started doing this a couple months ago. Brittany and I are personally booked through the middle of May, beginning of June. So it's going well for us. We've got a team we're building out that are starting to do their own successful training. So it's been really good so far.
That's awesome.
Everyone so far has been success. So
let's talk to the person before we dive into some of the details and define what we mean by a success. What is the Proven Replan training program, and what can someone expect? They can go to the website provenreplantraining.com, obviously, but in your own words, now that you've done 10 of these, and what is the experience?
Yeah, so the experience is typically the coach will come out there, and the night before the training actually starts, we try to get dinner with them. It's not anything that we guarantee, but we do attempt to do that. So it's nice to kind of get to know them personally before we have to start the training. The next morning, we go from about 9 in the morning till about 7 or 8 p.m. at night usually, and we're shopping all day in at least 3 stores in their area, looking for products that they can purchase over and over and sell on Amazon. And we guarantee we'll find 50 at a minimum, and also a minimum 50% ROI. And so far we have exceeded that goal on everybody we've worked with. So that's been good. And
that's phenomenal. How many products total have you guys found? Do you keep in track?
I'm not an exact track, but I know that we've found at least over 900 between everybody so far. So, and that will have been, I guess, 11 trainings because we've had another trainer go out and do one. So we're over 900, almost 1,000, and we rarely cross over between any of them. So we maybe have had 5 or 10, I think, that I can think of specifically where we, one person found it on one training and then we found it again on another training. So we try to keep that separate so that it's not everyone's got the same products, but sometimes you can't help it. So it just happens. But yeah, so we've done well with that. And then the second day, we start again at 9 a.m. and we do the prep and ship for all those products. We make sure to get that first shipment done in a 2-day period. And it's over 50 different SKUs at least, a couple hundred products usually. And they get sent in and usually checked in and start selling within 5 days after that. So depending on the warehouses they go to. So it's been a lot of fun. And that's just the meat of the training. I mean, we have other things that we put in there, but that's how we've got it structured for the.
Yeah, that's the basic experience. And
Yeah.
I know the last time we talked on the podcast episode, I'll stick it in the show notes. You don't happen to remember that episode number, do you? I should have looked it up.
No.
It's been, I don't know, maybe 20 episodes ago or so, approximately. Yeah. We were just launching this program and we were excited to be launching it. So we've had 10 people go through it now. All 10 of them are coming up on 11 of them. Mm-hmm. Great feedback. They love it. And if you do the math, you found 900 plus products for the first, I mean, that's closer to 100 each.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
We're saying we're going to find at least 50, but you guys are finding close to 100 per, and you're actually going out live and spending a couple days with them. And the program just, and you're booked out, as we're recording this, we're in February, we're booked out through May, June. We're growing a team.
Yep.
So it's a beautiful concept. And I just wanted to check in and get an update. ProvenReplanTraining.com. Now, it's not inexpensive by any means. It's a fantastic investment.
Yeah.
But I would imagine there's a handful of people who would think to themselves, what is the price range on this? Like, just give me a reminder, like as of now, the prices certainly could go up or it could change, but right now, where are we at price range?
So right now, the training cost is $6,000 unless you're a Jim Cockrum coaching student already. So it's $6,000 plus the travel and lodging costs for your coach to get to wherever you are. And one of the reasons, besides the demand, that we've wanted to start growing a team is because it helps to reduce the travel and lodging a little bit. For us to fly to Boston is going to be more expensive than somebody that lives closer to that area. So.
Right.
Yep. So we're seeing about 6,000 plus the travel and lodging. Usually the travel and lodging is about $1,000 to $1,200. That's what we've averaged so far. So
just an incredible value to spend 2 days with a high performing. And I want to dig into your business too, because you guys are killing it with this stuff. You're not just teaching it; you're actually doing it. This is how you grew your business, and you came to our community with the idea, like, hey, I could teach other people to do this if you want.
Right.
And off we went. And that's the model. I would say the lesson behind the lesson. I got 2 points to make. The lesson behind the lesson right now, Jimmy, is if you're in our community, you're listening to this podcast, you've used some of our content before, or maybe you've pieced together some ideas from other courses and content, things you've learned, and you have a unique strategy to teach, hey, bring it to us. We have a waiting, eager audience. This took off fast. And this is a nice income stream for you guys, helping people launch awesome businesses around the country. Now, we're just US only right now, right?
Correct. Yeah, we are just US only. We've had a few people ask internationally, but something that we aren't able to do right now, but something we'd like to expand to for sure. And once we do, the people that have reached out internationally, I've got a record of all of those. So we would reach out to them as well.
Very good. Very good. And the other point that I wanted to make too was for people who are thinking, $6,000, I'm out, I can't do that. Well, we've got the Replans course. Mm-hmm. If you go to provenamazoncourse.com/replans, and all these links will be in the show notes, as always, silentjim.com. Go to today's episode. You'll see all the links. Mm-hmm. But provenamazoncourse.com/replans, and you can pick up the course very inexpensively. And it's these same concepts. It's just there's no one there holding your hand, walking you through it. But we've learned very quickly that there's a lot of people out there who are thinking to themselves, man, if I could just have these guys come to my house, come to my hometown, walk me through this, go to the store with me, help me pack that first box, that's more than worth it to me. Because we're talking about launching a business that generates tens of thousands of dollars per month in revenue once you're up and running. So why wouldn't you spend a little money? I mean, it's like the best investment ever if you can get it up and running. But maybe you just want to use the course. It's the same basic content. Some people just prefer the live experience. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right. And there's the time involved, right? I mean, going through the course, we've had a ton of success stories there, but there's a learning curve still, right? So, us coming out for 2 days, it takes 2 days. And the people that have gone through it are finding hundreds of replens after we leave. That's to me is more important than when we come
Yes.
out there, as what can they do when we leave. So it's been really good to see what everybody's been able to do
That's a
after.
great point. I'm glad you said that. It's not just the Jimmy and Brittany magic that you guys can find this and no one else can. But
Right.
once you know how to do this,
Hmm.
we're training. My 17-year-old son right now is being trained. We've got 2 shoppers we've trained out of our local for our local Amazon account here out of our warehouse. So this is beautiful stuff.
Awesome.
Maybe for those who don't understand, like if you had to present the replens concept in 60 seconds, like how is it different from, let's say I go to Walmart with my smartphone and I start scanning barcodes? You know,
Mhm.
that's fine. You might find some stuff that way, but that's not what you're doing. How is replens different from that?
Absolutely, yeah. So that's actually how we started, right? Initially, was scanning barcodes, and so the difference is really we don't scan barcodes at all anymore. We still use the Amazon Seller app, which is free with your Amazon account. So basically, what we're doing is we're typing in the brand of the product and what it is, and we're searching for profitable listings that we can sell on. Over and over again. And so we're not looking at clearance items, we're looking at full price items off the shelf, and ultimately just trying to find things. You'll see whenever you start typing in keywords like that you'll find listings that are hidden if you were to just scan a barcode, because people on Amazon are searching for Colgate toothpaste. They aren't searching for UPC 07856 whatever.
That's right.
And there's a ton of different listings under those keywords, of what it is essentially. So that's what we do in a nutshell. That's how we find the listings. And then we further validate those buying decisions with some software like Keepa.com. And, that's pretty much what we use to validate it all. But we do also have with Inventory Lab a way to create buy lists to speed up your shipment process as well. So,
Right.
there's a lot of things I just said there, but we do try to make this more efficient, which is a part of the training.
Yeah.
Um,
And in the last episode, we spent more time diving into some of the details. I think could be
cool.
valuable for folks if they want to go. We're not going to go through what you just crammed into a minute there. If we stretched out over about 20 minutes or so with some more detail. So
Yeah.
even if someone's thinking to themselves, I don't have anything, I want to try this strategy. Yeah. If you've got an Amazon seller account, and you can try this anywhere in the world, by the way, it just so happens our team right now is, they live in the US, and Jimmy and Brittany, we're not flying them all over the world
Yeah.
yet, but we'll have a team eventually where we can go out. I love this live coaching experience concept. And maybe if you want something more than just 2 days, we've got other coaching options for you too. Our coaching program's phenomenal, but this is just a new strategy that we're trying. And so far, we're 10 for 10, soon
Yeah.
to be 11 for 11. And
Yep.
that's why I was excited to get you back on here and get a little update for everyone on how this program's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just
No,
did a phenomenal job with it.
thank you. Yeah, no, it's been great. And it's not just the 2 days either. I mean, you do get a call with us beforehand or your coach beforehand. And then you also get a call with me and Brittany, no matter who your coach
And there's
is.
a Facebook group too.
Yep, a private Facebook group. So you have direct access essentially to me and Brittany and all the coaches in that Facebook group, and a bunch
And
of
the
other
other
folks.
students who have been through it. And that's it, right? It's an exclusive just for this.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. And I imagine we're going to see a few leaders emerging out of that community too, who hopefully will become more coaches for us.
Yeah.
A good way for them to generate some extra revenue. And it's just a beautiful model. When you're creating success stories, the career path kind of writes itself. People who are out there hitting it, learning and doing, if they're willing to teach, hey, we can pay you to do that because there's people out there willing to pay you to learn these
Yeah.
strategies. And that's what we're discovering around here every day. So you're coming to Florida, right? What are the
Yep.
plans for the Proven Conference in July?
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't think I've ever been down to Boca, so it'll be a good experience. We're actually staying an extra day or so, to get a little mini vacation while we're down there as well. So looking
Beautiful.
forward to it.
Much deserved, man. You guys have been hitting it the past several months.
Yeah.
So we'll have you presenting. You're going to be presenting these concepts. You'll probably have a table set up as well for people who want to talk about the replan training or
Yep.
some of the others. You've actually developed an app now too. We'll be
Yeah.
talking about that at Proven, launching it out there big time, and
Yeah.
lots of cool stuff happening.
Yeah.
So
It's been
congrats.
quite a year for sure. So
It really has been.
mhm.
Yeah, a lot can happen in a few months.
Yeah.
Well, for the listeners, I'll stick a link in the show notes to the last time Jimmy was on here talking about replens. And the links again to remind you, provenreplantraining.com is
Mhm.
where you can go and check out the program where we actually fly coaches. Maybe it's Jimmy and Brittany, maybe it's someone else. And like, thanks for pointing out and reminding me too. If you're a coaching student already, you've paid for coaching from us in the past, we give you a little discount there. Take care of you there if you have someone fly out. Um, but then if you want to just check out the course, the Replens course, you can find that at provenamazoncourse.com/replens.
Mhm.
Or the really good news is if you're a proven Amazon course student, probably by the time you're listening to this podcast, if not within the next few days, we'll be rolling the full Replens course very generously from Jimmy and Brittany. That course, a lot of people have paid for it, but we're rolling it into the Proven Amazon course as part of our major early 2020 upgrade. And that's worth the price of admission all by itself. Again, so many great success stories. And it's an honor to work with you, Jimmy. You guys are true pros. You have a heart of teachers, and you're
Thank
changing
you.
a lot of lives. So it's an honor working with you guys.
Yeah, it's our honor. So it's been amazing. I really appreciate all the opportunity you've given us. So it's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to see what we can do moving forward.
Lots of good things coming for sure. You guys are definitely emerging leaders in this community. So God bless you guys, and see you in Florida, if not before then. And whenever you're in my neck of the woods, it was sure great hanging out with you guys. By the way, last week you
Yeah.
swung through Indiana and about a half-hour drive for me, and we got to hang out with some of the students and have lunch. And
Yeah.
that sure was cool. But
Yeah. Thanks
unless
for
that
coming
happens
out.
again, unless that
Yeah.
happens again, man, it might be Florida before I see you again. But
True.
man, God bless you guys. And to the business building warriors who are watching and listening today, hopefully you got some inspiration and encouragement. You sure should have if you're paying attention, man. These guys are killing it. It's not like they've been doing this their whole life. How long have you guys been selling on Amazon, Jimmy? When did you guys
Uh,
start?
December 2015 is when we started with your regular coaching program. So,
You guys were coaching students. That's right.
yep.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
And so you guys got started in 2015. Here we are 5 years later. You're
Mhm.
leading, putting a lot of money in the bank while teaching a lot of people how to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Just incredible to have a front row seat uh, to seeing great people like you win and then teach others how to win. It's so cool. So cool. But
Thank you.
all the business building warriors hanging out with Jimmy and I today. God bless you guys. We'll have another episode for you real soon. It's been great spending some time with you guys. We'll talk to you then.
Bye.